So I don't give them no energy. I give haters no energy. Steve ain't this, he think he this. You don't even know me.
Mr. Harvey, let us just bring it down, you and I, once and for all.
Prepare to have your views shaken as we dive into Gino Jennings' dramatic confrontation with Steve Harvey. Behind the smiles and success is a growing storm of controversy over age-old issues of marriage and faith. Jennings, a fervent supporter of traditional biblical teachings, throws down the gauntlet, challenging Harvey's understanding of marriage ideals. With accusations flying and egos clashing, the stage is set for a battle of biblical proportions. Stay tuned as we unearth the truth behind the flash and splendor, revealing a side of Steve Harvey you didn't know existed. This is a celebrity feud you do not want to miss. As the spotlight shines on Steve Harvey's illustrious career as a famous author, beloved comedian, and ubiquitous television host, the shadows hiding beneath his larger-than-life persona.
Stand-up comedian, entertainer, television host, family man. But most importantly, I happen to be a man of faith.
While Harvey has captivated audiences with his humor and wisdom, a storm of controversy rages beneath the surface, threatening to reveal the dramatic contrast between this enigmatic figure's public and private lives. An industry insider considers Steve to be nothing more than a fraud and a fake, echoing opinions that ripple throughout the hallways of gossip and speculation. Behind closed doors, stories of deception and treachery build a tangled web of betrayal, trapping Harvey's ex-wives and family members in a labyrinth of legal fights and harsh recriminations.
What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children?
The story begins with his turbulent first marriage to Marcia, which was cloaked in mystery and secrecy. According to leaked divorce papers, Harvey abandoned his pregnant wife and children, leaving a trail of unfulfilled promises and unpaid child support in his wake. An insider cries, "This is the secret Steve hoped the world would never know," as the horrible details of his background are revealed. However, the ghost of scandal haunts Harvey's future marriages, casting a pall over his fairy tale rise to prominence and money. Accusations of bigamy and dishonesty swirl around his marriage to Mary Shackelford, with recently discovered legal records exposing a history of deception and manipulation. Steve is also accused of blatantly attempting to conceal his tracks, according to one legal expert, as Harvey's convoluted web of deceit begins to unravel in front of a suspicious audience. Despite his amiable on-screen character, Harvey's marriage to Shackelford was marked by deception and acrimony, leaving a sad trail in its wake.
That financially, my life is in a shamble. That is absolutely true.
Their relationship, which began in 1996, gradually deteriorated, with accusations of adultery throwing doubt on their allegedly ideal life together. While still embroiled in the legal proceedings of his first divorce, Harvey supposedly began a relationship with Shackelford, a movie that would eventually lead to marriage. However, their relationship was far from idyllic, with simmering tensions and unresolved disputes. The birth of their son, Winton Harvey, in 1997, did not heal the wounds in their relationship, instead exacerbating the underlying conflict between husband and wife. The couple's once promising relationship disintegrated amid reports of marital strife and infidelity, culminating in their ugly divorce in 2005. But the consequences of their failed marriage were far-reaching. In the years that followed their divorce, Harvey and Shackelford became entangled in a heated legal struggle, with Shackelford accusing Harvey of misbehavior and seeking financial restitution for her perceived grievances. Hell hath no fury like a woman's disdain.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Well, Steve's learning that the hard way tonight. Steve's ex-wife, Mary Harvey, is angry, and she's going public.
The feud between Harvey and Shackelford reached new heights in 2011, when Shackelford used social media to express her concerns against her ex-husband.
But it's been like that since 2005.
Why,
so this
though?
is nothing.
But why is it in shambles?
Because we have a man of power and authority.
Harvey acted quickly, filing legal action against Shackelford and obtaining her imprisonment for her alleged misdeeds. However, Harvey's tumultuous relationship with his present wife, Marjorie Bridges, proves to be his most damaging accusation. Allegations of ties to drug smuggling gangs threw a pall over their relationship, with the FBI and DA conducting investigations into Marjorie's alleged involvement in criminal activity. The further you go, the more stunning it becomes. Lament a source, as the dark underbelly of Harvey's empire of falsehoods is exposed for all to see. However, the storm clouds of trouble do not stop there, as allegations of bullying and intimidation emerge from the shadows, ruining Harvey's carefully built reputation as a beloved performer. Essie Berry, a civil rights activist, has come out to shed light on Harvey's alleged misbehavior, alleging a decade of charges ranging from gang stalking to fraud. Berry screams, "Steve Harvey is a natural-born liar," her voice ringing out in defiance as she demands justice in the face of Harvey's alleged assaults.
Said if I said something, they won't put Mary in jail for 28 years.
As the truth slowly emerges from the shadows, Steve Harvey's formerly impenetrable veneer crumbles, revealing a man tortured by his own demons and driven by a never-ending desire for power and prestige. But among the devastation of shattered illusions, one question remains unanswered. Who is the real Steve Harvey, hiding behind his celebrity and fame?
There's something called First Amendment, freedom of speech. Why are we gagging people? So that right there, as a civil rights activist, I couldn't understand it.
The rivalry between Gino Jennings and Steve Harvey unfolds under a barrage of thunderous accusations and ardent views, exposing fault lines not only between individuals, but also between opposing ideologies on marriage and ethics. At the heart of Jennings' unwavering campaign against Harvey is a firm commitment to traditional biblical teachings, notably those concerning marriage and divorce. For Jennings, these are not mere doctrinal nuances.
Steve Harvey and his panel read the letter. Whoever came here, they heard me preach against remarriage and divorce.
Jennings' position on marriage and divorce is unequivocal, echoing the ageless truths of Scripture with unshakable conviction. Divorce, in his opinion, is a moral transgression, a violation of the sacred covenant between spouses, and, by extension, with God himself. His fiery sermons are replete with biblical fervor, denouncing the practice of divorce and remarriage as adultery, a grave sin in the eyes of the Almighty. This unwavering adherence to biblical ideals pits Jennings against characters such as Steve Harvey, whose repeated marriages contradict Jennings' views. Harvey's casual approach to marriage and divorce, as evidenced by his 3 marriages, shows, according to Jennings, a disturbing deviation from the moral imperatives outlined in Scripture.
Good man, he said, I'm an expert at this. You see, he got his 3rd wife. You ain't the only thing you were expert in is committing adultery.
In reaction to Jennings' harsh criticism, Harvey takes a defensive stance, attempting to square his conduct with his professed beliefs. However, his justifications fall flat in the face of Jennings' unwavering questioning. Harvey's pleas for forgiveness and personal improvement are discounted by Jennings as excuses, a simple justification for behavior that violates the holy rules. The conflict between Jennings and Harvey goes beyond personal hostility, becoming a bigger religious discussion with far-reaching consequences. At its heart is the question of whether celebrity status exempts people from the moral rules that govern everyday life. Harvey's flippant attitude toward Jennings' admonitions mirrors a larger cultural phenomena in which fame and riches are frequently viewed as permission to defy established norms without consequences. However, as Jennings' unwavering pursuit of the truth reveals, no amount of celebrity status can protect people from the consequences of their decisions. His uncompromising message serves as a reminder that, in the eyes of the divine, everyone is equal and subject to the same moral imperatives.
Listen, viewers, if Steve Harvey had started a religion, you're guaranteed to go to hell. That's right.
Harvey's disregard for Jennings' critiques reveals a deeper conflict between personal morality and public character in the world of celebrity. As one of the most well-known faces in entertainment, Harvey's acts are evaluated not merely for their entertainment value, but also for their moral relevance. His refusal to engage with Jennings' ideas highlights a problematic mismatch between the private and public spheres, raising doubts about the veracity of Harvey's professed convictions.
It's like haters. When you get haters, you know, people's opinion of you is none of your business. I have lots of haters.
As we dive deeper into Gino Jennings and Steve Harvey's tumultuous feud, the echoes of their conflict resonate through the corridors of public opinion, igniting a storm of opposing viewpoints and ardent beliefs. Among the cacophony of voices, one attitude stands out with tragic resonance, capturing the persistent anger and animosity that lurks beneath the surface of Harvey's damaged relationships. One observer believes that if Mary had had her child, she might not have been as bitter, providing a profound insight into Harvey's stormy background. The prospect of unresolved trauma hangs large, casting a pall over the lives of those caught in Harvey's web of lies and treachery. But how do you expect someone to move on if you take everything away from them and they never recover? The commenter regrets dealing with the long-term consequences of Harvey's alleged crimes. Despite the chaos, murmurs of imminent vengeance float through the air, and curiosity about Harvey and his current wife, Marjorie Bridges, abounds. Another commentator predicts that his karma will soon arrive. Marjorie plans to leave him because she now has her own money from diet items. She would never have looked at him if he didn't have money, and now she has her own. She's gone, and he'll get his fair deserts. As we conclude our investigation into the dramatic battle between Geno Jennings and Steve Harvey, we invite you, our viewers, to join the discussion. What are your thoughts on the junction of celebrity, morality, and faith in light of Harvey's controversies? Do you agree that fame should exempt someone from cultural norms? Or do you agree with Jennings' persistent commitment to moral principles? Leave your comments here and make your voice known. Until next time, keep questioning and discovering. Until next time, keep asking questions, discovering, and connecting with the stories that define our world.